Good morning, everyone. I'm on my way to get breakfast. And this is a video that I'm going to use to tell off the world. I'm ever so angry. And I would go as far to say that no one in history has had justification for such anger ever more than I. So I'm going to explain why, so you can understand. The past 2 decades, I've experienced gang stalking. Didn't even know there was such a thing for the first 10 years. I thought what was happening was just happening to me. I knew why I was being gang stalked. I knew a subset of why I was being gang stalked. I had to piece together the rest of it myself. It's a crazy story. Absolutely insane. But as a scientist, I am reasonably certain of its veracity. The subset that I understood from the start was that I was a Christ. I hadn't fully believed it at the time. For the first 8 years after my gnosis, I was questioning it. I didn't accept it because of the implications, the nature of reality. I didn't use the C word for most of that 8 years. Couldn't accept it because of all the meaning that was attributed to it for the last 2,000 years. A lot of truth and enough lie to turn it into brain poison, mass controlling horse crap. The horse crap we're seeing come to light in the US at the moment with the evangelicals trying to take over government. That is the source of my single greatest bitch. Because all of that could have been avoided. 4 years after the gang stalking started, I was pretty much at an end. I'd explored all my avenues. Legal avenues, private investigators, defending myself online, trying to end the torture to which I was subjected. And then I wrote the Christianity equation, something that I had in my head for 3 weeks before I wrote it, and I did not see the implications. I've broken the Bible, invalidated what passes for Christianity these days, nullified it, reduced it to the very basic golden rule. That was 15 years ago, right when the Tea Party was gaining ascension. The Koch brothers were funding it. I waited. I expected people to understand what had happened. An entire religion and all its denominations completely nullified. Billions of people freed from their cage of beliefs. But it didn't happen. As a consequence, I was subjected to 15 more years of torture. And Donald Trump became president and lit the farts of the dummies who adore him. Everything that is going on in the US right now could have been avoided. And my torture could have ended. I wrote a tweet early this morning. I've seen a lot of people say that if Jesus ever came back, that he would be murdered. Yeah, definitely. 100% on that. And it's much, much worse. What I have come to realize is that there is a genetic component to me being enlightened. That genetic component has been propagated without the understanding or knowledge of the people possessing the genes for millennia. Anyone taking advantage of their genetic background burned at the stake, however metaphorical that is. My life's been decimated. I never had a life of my own. It was interfered with constantly. The only exceptions were when I was too young to do anything about it, and possibly my last years in university. And that was it. Everything else was undermined, taken from me without my understanding, without my awareness. Expertly done. But they should have killed me. Sorry. Unalived me. The species is out of control. It is insane. Deliberately made so because of the rulers who have deliberately kept people from accessing their inheritance.